Oh yes, at first I didn't believe in it because I had did what I had did for years. I had been taught that at home. I had lived that in my life. You get in bed early and you can get up and you get rest and you can get up and function. Well, what I found helpful about sticking to my prescription was initially it was hard for me to stay up that late. And then I realized I was actually up that late. And then if I found myself going to sleep prior to that, I got up and did something to keep me active until that time because I realized to stick with that prescription, it was going to work. Basically, a schedule that we're calling a prescription. When I stuck with that, it works. And sticking with it is important.
My sleep prescription was since I was going to bed late. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning when I went to bed, but they wanted me to go to bed at get up in the morning at 7:30. But I was like, that's not a lot of sleep time. I thought my goal was to get more sleep instead of less sleep. But what they were actually trying to do was have me in the bed only when I was sleeping, not just laying in bed watching TV and those sort of things. So I was going to bed, at 2, and then like when my alarm went off, I would get up. I had some problems with it, but I still try to fight through it and get on up because I wasn't doing anything. I'm unemployed, getting ready to go to school, but had a very it was very challenging at first. I would tell the person to get over the hump of the sleep prescription to, just try it, don't knock it, and just stick with it because if you stick with it, it's definitely going to help you. I know with me, with the, waking up time, that was, my problem, but after a few times, it tends to get better and better.
The actual sleep prescription, just it seemed like counterproductive to me, like it wasn't going to work. And I feel like that was one of the big pieces of the CBTI that actually helped me by establishing kind of a schedule, to get me on a routine to sleep better. Because before, like I said, I was on that big roller coaster, so it was just like whenever I felt tired, I would just crash, and could have been only for 2 hours, and I'd wake up, and then that whole process would start over. So, I mean, it was tough, and it seemed odd, like that. Wait a minute, I'm normally in bed for 9 hours, and now you're telling me I can only go in bed for 6 hours, and the bedtime just seemed weird to me. Like, everybody's supposed to go to bed at 9, but you're telling me I can't go to bed till 11:30, 12. So it just seemed, like I said, it just seemed counterproductive to sleep. I would just say, look at it as, like a diet, or, the people that's been in the military when their PT programs, just stick to it, put in the effort and the commitment, and it'll work.